With the NDP projecting a record and growing deficit of $11.6 billion, the opposition say the government is tone deaf in its spending choices.
At a time that we're supposed to be having a hiring freeze, at a time that we're supposed to be seeing potential cutbacks to the workforce, the Premier's office, as long as it suits the Premier's need, seems to spend money.
The NDP says it's taking steps to tighten its financial belt. It's reduced the public service by 850 staff, and more cuts are likely coming. But the opposition, BC Conservatives, discovered the government has hired a stand-up comedian, Charles Demers, to help the Premier write speeches. He makes $165 an hour, and his contract allows him potentially to make a maximum of $300,000 over 4 years.
Well, there's nothing funny about it, and it's the ultimate David Eby friends and insiders move again.
The Premier's office alone currently has 6 communications staff on salary. It acknowledges Demers has been paid nearly $100,000 in the past 3 years. Today, Eby defended the spending, noting Demers has only been paid $14,000 so far this year.
Today, for example, I'm delivering 5 speeches. I would love to be able to write my own speeches the way that I used to, but I do need support to be able to respond to each event.
Anytime a politician starts trying to justify the spending by saying only as a qualifier, they got caught out.
Demers himself responded to the controversy online, noting he doesn't just write jokes for Eby, and this isn't the first Premier who's hired him.
David Eby's not the first Premier of British Columbia that I've written for. I wrote for John Horgan, although for John Horgan, I did only write jokes.
The controversy comes as government workers continue to strike seeking higher wages, and questions swirl about when the NDP plans to balance the budget, a source of concern from the business community.
Government kind of is saying on the one hand, we're going to balance the budget, but then the numbers tell a different story. And the different story is higher spending as far as the eye can see.
Rob Buffum joins us live from Victoria now. And Rob, what does the head of the striking BCGEU say about this contract?
Well, Paul Finch, the head of the BCGEU, today actually took to X, formerly Twitter, in support of Charles Demers. He says Charles is not just a comedian, but an accomplished writer and public intellectual, well qualified for his role. This isn't where criticism is due. So while there will certainly be people who are upset that the government is paying somebody beyond the vast communications team here, there is support amongst the BCGEU from their head for this decision. Rob
Buffum reporting live tonight from Victoria.